What if the hustle you're so proud of, the late nights, the skipped meals, the endless grind, is silently taking away the very things that matter most? We call it ambition. We celebrate it as success. But hidden behind the applause lies a cost no one talks about. A cost many professionals only discover when it's already too late. This is not just another story about chasing dreams. This is a wake-up call. A reminder that sometimes what we sacrifice in the name of hustle can never be earned back. Stay with me until the end, because once you hear this story, you may never look at hustle the same way again. There was once a man named Arman, a professional everyone admired. He was the first to arrive at the office and the last to leave. His colleagues saw him as unstoppable, the kind of person destined for greatness. Arman believed hustle was the only way forward. So he worked through weekends, skipped family dinners, and treated sleep like a luxury he couldn't afford. At first, it seemed to pay off. Promotions came quickly, his salary grew, and people around him called him successful. But behind the polished suits and the corner office, something was breaking. His health began to whisper warnings. Constant headaches, skipped meals turning into ulcers, exhaustion he thought coffee could cure. At home, his family grew used to an empty chair at the dinner table and broken promises of, "I'll be home soon." Arman thought he was building a life of success, but in reality, he was slowly trading away his health, his peace, and his relationships. And then one morning, on his way to yet another meeting, his body finally gave in. In that moment, as he lay in a hospital bed, surrounded not by clients or colleagues, but by silence, Arman realized the truth. The cost of hustle was far greater than he had ever imagined. Arman's story isn't rare. It's the hidden reality behind the tussle culture so many professionals celebrate. Burnout doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in silently. First, it steals your energy, then your focus, and eventually your joy. The body you ignore begins to fight back with fatigue, illness, and stress that no amount of success can fix. Relationships, too, start to crumble. Missed birthdays, unanswered calls, and broken promises leave behind a silence that money cannot fill. And perhaps the greatest cost of all, time. The late nights at the office can never buy back the moments you missed with loved ones, the conversations you postponed, or the memories you never created. Arman thought he was winning, but in truth, he was losing the very things that made life worth living. And this is the hidden cost of hustle. Lying in that hospital bed, Arman finally saw what he had been blind to for years. Success without health is an illusion. Wealth without family feels empty. And recognition without peace of mind is meaningless. The hustle had promised him happiness, but all it gave him was exhaustion. That was his wake-up call. He realized that true success isn't about how many hours you work or how high you climb. It's about balance. It's about protecting your health, cherishing your relationships, and living with purpose. You don't have to wait for a breakdown to learn this lesson. You don't have to lose everything before you start valuing what really matters. The truth is, you can still be ambitious, still chase your goals, and still succeed without sacrificing yourself in the process. So how do we avoid Arman's mistake? It starts with small but powerful choices. Protect your health, because no achievement is worth a broken body. Make time for family and the people you love, because missed moments never come back. Redefine success, not just as titles, salaries, or recognition, but as balance, peace, and fulfillment. Schedule rest the same way you schedule meetings. Invest in your growth, not just your career. And most importantly, ask yourself this question often. What am I sacrificing today? And is it really worth it? Because the truth is, success means nothing if you lose yourself along the way. If this story made you pause, if it made you reflect on your own hustle, then take this as your wake-up call. Don't let the chase for success cost you the things that truly matter. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever felt the weight of hustle culture? I'd love to hear your story. And if this message resonated with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss more stories that inspire real change. Because the next one might be the reminder you need